Like I said, I'm giving you my honest reflections, my honest truth, what's going on, all those types of things. From the last video, I definitely wanted to, of course, good morning, how you doing? Just wanted to, of course, make sure I apologize to those of you who was on that live. It's the video right before this. um, Someone, of course, I was talking about the day in the life of a social worker because I'm a social worker. So, and of course, how it's secondhand trauma for us, and of course, how it's hard for us to, of course, sometimes to let go of that. I guess I put it that way, in order to live our own lives once we get home from work. So, so like I said, definitely I want to apologize. I went off on somebody on that video. So, and of course, as y'all know, I'm not perfect. I've cursed many a times on videos, but I'll try to keep it as YouTube friendly as I can, y'all. But like I said, that day, that person saying, I forgot what the person even said now, I don't even know, but whatever it was, he was, whoever it was just telling me to shut up. Whatever it was, whatever I was saying wasn't important, nobody cares, and that kind of thing. So, like I said, y'all, I got kind of upset about that. But like I said, I'll try to keep it as PG as I can, y'all. But like I said, lately, but let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. Of course, I'm Tonetta, a social worker, certified life coach, a baker. Like I said, I have a lot of different experiences and a lot of different things that I do. I guess I put it that way. But those are the main things. My full-time social working job, of course, like I said, certified life coach, and of course, I have a small baking business at home as well, in my home. So welcome to the video. And if you're new here, of course, make sure that you subscribe. If you've been here before, then definitely welcome back. So like I said, lately, I know, as y'all all know, trying to cross the street, actually, as y'all all know, a lot of stuff is going on in this world, not just with our government, but of course with our jobs, and with ourselves. I guess I put it that way too, because it's a lot to handle and a lot to deal with. You know, when a lot of things are going on at once, and you're like, okay, what the hell am I about to do right now? I guess I put it that way. Especially when you're not threatening, but especially when your job is threatening possible for furloughs and that kind of thing too, because that happened in the past, week and a half. And I think I told y'all about that in the last video. And let me give y'all a little update. Right now, of course, monies were found from the state of Arizona to, of course, keep our business open for right now. I put it that way. Or not our business, my business, but my job open for right now. So hopefully, it depends on how long the shutdown goes for. That's going to depend on how long their money is going to last. I put it that way, before all of us are furloughed. So, like I said in the other video, when you work for a nonprofit, if you're furloughed, there's no work, no pay. You don't get back pay like federal employees. So like I said, we're just shot of luck, basically. So I just said I was going to keep it PG. Crap out of luck. I forgot to say that. But like I said, y'all, just dealing with that. And like I said, you hear, at least I hear, all the stuff that's going on. Of course, I don't look at, I'm one that doesn't, I don't look at the news at all. But I do see, when I open up my phone, there's captions, not captions, but like different articles and different things that you will see about the government and all this kind of stuff going on. And like I said, maybe once a week I'll read like the first paragraph and that's it. But other than that, just so I can know what's going on, because I know, of course, I'm still working, so I have to know a little bit of something. But like I said, y'all, that kind of stuff I don't pay attention to anymore. I haven't paid attention to that stuff in probably 15 years probably now. I don't really know how long it's been, but I don't look at any kind of news. Like I said, that's the only thing I will do nowadays. But like I said, definitely just a lot going on. And I just turned 49, 2 months ago, a month and a half, 2 months ago. Just trying to figure out where I stand, I guess, in this world. I guess I put it that way too. And what my next steps are going to be. Yes, I do. Of course, me and my partner, his daughter stays with us. That kind of thing. So what the heck is that? Oh, that was a big bug about to run. But she stays with us too. But like I said, of course, we've been through a lot as far as with her, she's a teenager, so of course she's going to go through a lot anyway. But and that's to be expected for most teens nowadays, it seems like. But like I said, just trying to see where I fit in this world. Because at this point, y'all, I don't know if I said it in the past video, I don't know or not, but I'm telling y'all today that I know that I'm officially burned out in this field. I've been a social worker for 26 plus years, and it's like, okay, I'm sick of this. It's not that I don't want to help people or that kind of thing at all. I'm just sick of doing what I'm doing. I don't know if anybody else out there can identify. I have no idea. But like I said, definitely it's just like, okay, this is just getting mundane. It's not anything there for me anymore. It's, of course, already stressful because, I mean, you're already talking to people who, or at least I'm talking to people who, well, caregivers who are caring for folks who are at their end of life and that kind of thing too. And like I said, it's just a lot. I've worked with everybody from, of course, birth to death at this point. Um, so like I said, y'all, I'm trying to make some different moves. Loud car, y'all, loud car. But like I said, I'm just trying to make some different moves for myself. Because like I said, I know I'm not. I'm a happy person. My personality is usually happy and go lucky and want to explore and do all these things. But lately, the past, I don't know, I'll just say two months or so, been, of course, getting more down, not depressed, but like I said, just more down and stuff like that. And just trying to figure out what's going to be happening with me next. Where am I looking to go? What am I looking to do? Because I'm just sick and tired of doing what I'm doing. Like I said, after almost 27 years, anybody, I'm sure, doing the same damn thing would get tired of it, to put it that way. And like I said, just trying to figure that out, y'all. And how I'm holding it together. Of course, as you see, I'm out here walking. I'm turning the camera around. You can see I'm out here walking this morning. Walking, trying to get some exercise and that kind of thing. The last week, I've been making sure that I've been getting up and exercising, walking every chance that I get. I guess I put it that way. And then, of course, I've decided to, of course, back in college, when I first, maybe like the first 6 months of college. Well, yeah, the first 6 months of college. Of course, I was coming from the environment that I came from. I used to have bad dreams. Of course, it was a lot of traumas and dramas that I went through at the time, growing up in the household I was in. My dad was very abusive towards my mom. He beating her almost every single day. I'm seeing people outside being shot and killed. I had family in gangs and all this kind of stuff going on. And so, of course, yes, I developed PTSD from all that, but still have it. But like I said, definitely all that stuff that I went through, and not just back then, but over the years as well. And I've been through a divorce and all types of things, y'all. But like I said, definitely I've chosen to go back to therapy, actually. I decided that this week. And I'll keep y'all informed about what's going on, how things are looking whenever I do start. But like I said, I have made the decision to, of course, contact the therapist and start going back to therapy because I know that's something that I probably will need at this point. I ain't gonna say probably, I know it's something that I do need at this point. Yes, I put it that way. And yes, I can talk to my partner. He knows already. We've talked about a lot of different things. But when what in the world? That's a school bus thing over here. Like, Lord, what is going on? But like I was saying, when I guess I can talk to my partner about anything and everything, and we always do. But it's just sometimes some things, of course, people closest to you can't really give you an unbiased suggestion or advice or that type of thing. So like I said, I'm definitely looking to go back. I guess I put it that way. And I haven't been to therapy in, I don't know, 25 years. I don't know. A long time, I put it that way. But like I said, I know it's not going to be long term. I'm sure that for me, I already have my plan going in. It's not their plan, it's my plan. But like I said, I just need somebody to help me strategize and plan if they're able to. The next steps that I want to take, and of course help me strategize. I guess help me actually create a plan for that. I guess I put it that way as well. So, good morning. How you doing? It's good. But like I said, definitely, like I said, that's how I'm handling things at this time. Like I said, I'm getting back into my walking. As you all see, I'm out here walking now. But like I said, I also decided to go to therapy because things have been getting to be too much. And it could be a midlife crisis, I'm sure. Because I am in the midlife, so I'm pretty sure it could be a midlife crisis. I don't know. But whatever it is, y'all, I have got to make some changes. I'm tired of doing what I'm doing. I always told myself when I was younger, when I was a kid, I always want to see the world and visit these places and do all this stuff and all the things I read like in encyclopedias and saw on TV. And I've seen a few places, not many, but I'm thankful that I have seen a few. But like I said, y'all, that is something that I've been dying to do. I put it that way. I will, I guess, if I die doing it, oh well, but I guess I've been dying to do. I put it that way. So like I said, yeah, I'm trying to incorporate that as well. Even though I know furloughs may happen, this kind of thing, I'm not going to let that stop me either. I know there's always a plan. I always got a backup plan. I put it that way. So So like I said, y'all, I'm trying to take care of myself the best way possible. And I hope that y'all are too. Because I know there's, like I said, there's a lot going on in this world. And some of y'all probably may already be furloughed or lost your job. Or your business had to close because of what's going on nowadays in the government. And people, of course, aren't spending money as much as they used to and that kind of thing too. Because that's affecting everybody. Everybody and everything, I put it that way. Not just jobs, not just businesses, but it's affecting everything. And I know it's scary nowadays too, because I know, of course, we're in Arizona, so there's a lot of course, Mexicans around and other nationalities and that kind of thing too. And people, of course, are scared about ICE and all this kind of stuff going on. I understand that too. But like I said, we have to take care of ourselves, y'all. No matter how, whatever kind of way that is for you. Like I said, I'm out walking this morning, and I had started back in the past week, consistently every single day. And like I said, I'm going to start going to therapy sometime soon. But I also, like I said, I'm still going to keep, like I said before, I have a baking business at home. So of course I film on my other channel when I'm cooking, baking, all that kind of stuff. And I'll put the information in the description. It's called Eat and Travel with Tony. So I do film and do all that kind of stuff. That brings me joy. And that, of course, is healing for me. It always has been. Baking has been something that's helped me heal since I was in my late teens, early 20s. And that I probably will never stop unless I don't have a oven or the ingredients to actually bake. Otherwise, I'm going to keep on doing that too, because like I said, that definitely brings me joy. And like I said, it helps me heal. It has helped me heal. It has helped me plan and strategize and all those kind of different things. But like I said, besides that, yes, I'm going to start getting back into as much as I can as my income allows to travel. And it may not be a big cruise or that kind of thing, or a big land trip somewhere in the islands or the Greece, or even if it's a local getaway here somewhere in Arizona that I can drive to. Because like I said, that's one thing I promised myself as a kid, that I want to see the world, y'all. I'm sure some of y'all want to do the same thing too. And of course, I'm documenting my journey over there, Eat and Travel with Tony. I'm definitely documenting my journey over there, but you can go check it out if you want that kind of thing. I'll put the information in the description. Jesus, that car's loud. It's that damn muffler. Goodness, I hate those noises. I like different. I love cars, but not new cars at all. But I like my old school cars, y'all. They don't even sound like that. But I don't like those bitty cars that sound like that. That's just me, y'all. Don't worry about that, whatever. But like I said, those are the things I'm doing to help me get through these days. And I actually thought about, because I love to do creative things. Always trying to make something, bake something, put something together, all this kind of stuff. So I was thinking about actually just buying like a little arts and crafts set every week. And just doing that. Just to have something else to do. And get my mind off things. And it kind of, like I said, just to give me some quiet time and give me some time to myself and that kind of thing too. I thought about that. I will definitely think about it. But like I said, that's something that I thought about as well. Because those kind of things are fun to me. It may not be fun to you, but they're definitely fun to me. So, but like I said, those things help me, like I said, just release my stress and focus on whatever I'm doing at hand and those kind of things, and to be in the moment. So like I said, I'll think about that, y'all. But I'm going to have to go ahead and get my butt off here, y'all, because I'm actually walking. I'm going to finish my walk, too. My nose is stuffy. I think this car may be coming right here. I'll wait till he comes. But like I said, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. So like I said, y'all, I hope y'all have enjoyed the video, I hope. But if it's not for you, it's just not for you. But if you have, make sure that you, of course, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And, of course, click that notification bell to receive all the videos that I upload from this point here on out. And as I always say, if you want to see those in the past, go check them out too, y'all. So with that, y'all, I want to say thank you again for tuning in. This is your girl, Tonetta, signing off. I'll see you in the next video, y'all. Peace out. Whoops. Whew, it's a beautiful day.